over to the race itself. As you can see on screen, the beautiful Silverstone Grand Prix, a track that I have personally been to myself. It is a beautiful track. As I said, I've been there personally IRL. It's just something about it just brings all British fans some hope and joy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had two exciting races. More or less exciting races last 2 weeks at this track in real life. I mean, today's just a qualifier, but also a very, very exciting thing. And yeah, probably also a good omen of what things are to come for the whole of the season.
Absolutely. As we are going to wait for the drivers, there may be a possible delay from what we see to what the drivers are doing. We have had that bug when we did, kind of feels more my test run only a couple of days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And as Ben is currently in chat, who should have been here to do this commentary, but he's not feeling that well. So best well wishes from us both in the commentary box. It's a shame you are not here. You are not in the commentary box. Let's hope you will be back soon, Ben. As the first guys are already hitting the track, and I think there's a Renault being the first.
Yeah, the Renault in the lead. Yeah, at the moment, it seems like everyone's going out already. They're going straight out, and that's gonna be so much traffic on their outlaps.
Don't think so. They will leave enough space, and I'm very surprised that like the teams are going out like at the same time. Like the AlphaTauris, I think, are on the old start-finish straight right now, because there seems to be no real slipstream from those guys. If you're doing it very, very clever, then you just wait for your teammate to be passing you, or just wait for them like they are where Pisty is right now on the hangar straight, and then you just leave the pits just to give them the slipstream they might need just to be, that's slightly bit faster on their lap.
All right, Pisty is about to start his first lap. We're going to head straight on board with him. First driver out, the first one to start his timer now. As Pisty as a driver, how much do you know about this guy?
Not that much, to be honest. I just heard, because I talked with Ben earlier today, because he is, he knows much more about this community than I do. I asked him, and he said that in this lobby, Pisty and Eke are the ones to watch. So I think that maybe we will see a very, very quick time from Pisty already in his first run.
Well, it looks looking clean so far, coming round these corners very well. No mistakes from what I can see as well.
Yeah, coming through Cops, I didn't even see if there was a slight lift, but coming through this very, very flowing sequence of corners, Beckett's Chapel manages it quite nicely. Now on the hangar straight, which is of course completely flat out. Now into Stowe, and you can't extend the corner here, which you could on F1 2019. Yeah, very, very solid lap from Pisty there, and he will be the first one to set a time, and yeah, that will be the benchmark for everyone to beat.
And it's looking really good. Well, we've got a 124.7. That is a very decent run, but it's going to be better because it's a 124.6 by the ELR Kevlar. Kevar. Is that how he pronounces his name?
Yeah, Kevar.
Kevar. A pretty decent run, and Filippo did a 125. So laps are coming in now. They're coming in thick and fast. Who is on a flying lap as well? I can see that is...
I'm currently on board with Eke, who's coming around the final couple corners, coming up to the line. Maybe he will be P1, yeah, and yes, he will. So very, very solid, laps from both of the VRT guys. And yeah, it seems like Ben was right there.
head over to the person who's currently viewed as in last place at the moment. He's going for a decent run. It's looking pretty decent. That is Is that Skillix? Skillixo?
I have no Sky. Maybe it's Sky XL should be his name. Coming up to the line, doing a 25.5. Very very good banker time for him there. But yeah, he definitely wants to improve on that time.
Let's go to Calmo. Again, another driver who is on his flying lap. He's actually quite early on his flying lap at the moment. Going through the S's. I do need to scrub up on my British track names.
Yeah, Calmo guy I'm very very familiar with. He's a very very fast guy on the pads, on the wheel. And actually doing cockpit cam, which isn't the case for most of those guys. Yeah, very very fast guy coming up to the line, and he will put in a 25.1, so beating, yeah, you could say beating his teammate right now, but obviously it's not about beating your teammate. It's like, yeah, times will be added up, and when they're added up, yeah, they will, yeah, be put together into, I think, what O'Neill will do as a big, yeah,
big list, a big spreadsheet that
yeah.
you cannot see. Raven going in and putting in a decent time at 124.6. Top 8 actually staying with under that 124 mark. Well, they're staying under the 125 mark. So decent laps from them. XR James coming up for his out lap. He hasn't put in a time yet.
No, he hasn't. Leighton actually just started his first lap, so maybe we should stay on board with him as he loses the car coming out of turn 1, which is a very very tricky corner. A little bit, yeah, of a rear end loss, and that's his lap done for now. So maybe you were right, just to be sticking with XR James.
Go back to XR James. I think he's still on his out lap. He's just going through the Cops and Beckett's, I believe that is. Yes, I feel confident on that call. Oh, I hate it when you don't know the names. I've watched F1 since I was 8 years old. I'm 20 years old now, and I still don't know all the names of names of these corners. But as you said at the start, the track has developed quite a bit. The hanger straight, that's changed. It was very rounded, but now it's going inward. So here we go. I don't know what James is doing.
Cooling down his tires a bit. And maybe he's even waiting for his teammate Joseph, who's currently coming out of the pits, just to get that little bit of slipstream he wants to have on the Wellington straight, which is the other big straight on this track.
And he's going to start his lap time now. It's going to be fast into the first corner. It's no lifting in that corner, of course, because the cars nowadays can just be able to handle it. And where is his teammate? You said he was somewhere, literally right in front. He's going to get the slipstream down the straight, but oh, he's not going to get a lot of slipstream.
No, definitely not. And I think James would have liked to have a little bit more slipstream, but yeah, it's 9 minutes on the clock, so they will definitely have time to better this one. Currently looking through the grid, they're very, very competitive time set already, but I am sure there will be a 23 set today.
And a yellow flag somewhere. It seems like we've got the Red Bulls going to be fighting. I think it's going to be Luiga also trying to put in a fast time as well, using his teammates for slipstream as well. I saw that briefly.
Yeah, well, I'm quickly just watching James finishing his lap, and then we'll definitely jump to Lugia and Camo, and James puts in a 24/7 and goes 7 fastest. So look how close those gaps are between the top 9. separated by only 0.3 of a second, and on a track like Silverstone where you can make a lot of mistakes, that's quite a good thing, as Lugia just invalidates his lap coming out of Chapel there, and that's his lap done already. I'm very keen to see if he stays out and gives Carmel the slipstream he needs to better his time.
He might do. No, he's not. He's going straight into the pits, so no teamwork there. I think some teams are using that idea. I know the Red Bulls are, the McLarens are. They're both using kind of their teammates to get that extra slipstream, but I think a lot of them aren't doing that.
Yes, some of them aren't, which of course is totally fine. But yeah, just to get, like I said before, that a little bit of extra straight line speed out of it would just benefit them. And one of the FCT guys coming up to the line, improving on his time, but not by much. And there's a lot going on right now. Many yellow flags around the circuit.
All of them just slowing down, aren't they? They're just slowing down for each other.
Yeah, they are.
I can see there is somewhere, I believe, this is either L74G or his teammate, Zeti, is really going slow. Oh, that's the wrong one. I do apologize, stream, for that.
As Bartek Frost sets another fastest lap with a 24.3, which is a very, very decent lap. And now, exactly what you just said, ZX getting that slipstream off of LC4G. They're doing it way better than the XRT guys did just 2 minutes ago.
That was a decent run, and it looks to be decent as well. The timings are very strong, as L74G. I'm sorry if there's a shortened version to your name, but it's not coming up to me as he crosses the line. That is a decent time, 124.4 from Zeti. That slipstream definitely helping down the Wellington Straight.
It definitely did, yeah. That improved his time a bit more, but he might want to help his teammate today, as Flipko comes round Chapel and also invalidates like Lugia did just beforehand. And he really needs to set a time. So does his teammate Leighton, because they don't even have set very, very competitive times yet, and I'm sure that wouldn't allow them to advance into the real event, which of course everyone's here for.
Absolutely, you want to get the fastest times. I think Zeti's trying to get another fast time.
Oh, does he?
Oh wait, no, he's slowing down a bit. I think he's coming back into the pits.
Yeah, he will be, definitely. And also a very interesting thing, I mean, there are of course 16 guys on the track, and you want to get that slipstream off of your teammate and work together with him, but there even might be a chance for those guys just to get the slipstream off someone who doesn't want them to have their slipstream. So that's also something they need to watch out on.
Raven trying to pump in a fast time right now, currently on board with him. He's currently P6, so doing okay at the moment, but he's going straight into the pits. I did see a +2 on his timings.
He does, yeah. Kavar's on a flying lap, coming up to the line, coming to the club section, late on the brakes, but manages it very, very nicely. Coming up to the line, losing it just a tiny bit, and goes second fastest. So 1-2 for the ERL guys, and some might wonder there are 2 ERL teams on this one, and Bartek and Keva are working together, so are Kamo and Lugia.
That will definitely help. That will put them right the way up, possibly guaranteeing them an easy access to going into the main competition.
Yeah, but we have to tell everyone that of course, as Pissy gets the fastest lap of it with a 24.303. So there are many teams that have sent him different teams within their teams. which is quite confusing. So the ERL guys have 2 other teams, which we will be seeing later. So only the best team of their teams will get on and move on into the main event.
Asif Layton, he's currently on his outlap. He is still struggling to get a time down. He's on his outlap, he's going through Cops, Beckett's, and heading on to the Wellington Straight. Let's see if he can put down a decent time.
Yeah, first of all, let's hope that he doesn't lose it coming out of turn 1. That would be the first thing that he needs to do. I mean, he will be fairly nervous because he hasn't set a lap time, and that's basically his last chance to set a lap time. So let's not commentators curse him, and let's hope that he will be able at least to set a good lap time for himself.
Definitely not going. Yeah, definitely not. Sorry, I was going to say, definitely not going wide on that turn 1. He was playing that super safe. He possibly could have pushed a bit wider and definitely used more of the track, but apparently not.
Yeah, he did. He was very cautious coming around turn 1, but fair enough. Like we said, he needs to put in a lap right now, and the most difficult part of the track will come up in the second sector, later in the second sector, which will be crucial for his lap time. Let's have a look right here. Also very cautious, just stays within the white lines there.
Was there a bit of a lift there? Because I felt it looked like. I don't have telemetry up for the viewers at home, but I know that Miles does have telemetry on his screen.
Yeah, there was a slight lift from Layton, who's on a 1-minute 1 as Luke retired, so he won't be setting another lap time. Also very cautious through Stowe there. Late on the brakes, going in very, very deep there, and that surely wouldn't have improved his lap time. Goes 25.2, so not where he wants to be right now.
Not competitive enough, but a decent run though for somebody who had not put some valid laps in.
That's for sure, yeah.
Who is out right now? I'm seeing the Ferraris are lining up for a lap. Let's have a look.
The teammate of Layton coming up to the line, and maybe that will do something, but no, it won't. So they will be in P8 for the moment.
I think this is a lap for Raven because he's the one behind. Let's stay on board. We'll stay with Raven as they're coming onto the main straight. As you can see, this is going to be a good slipstream. Coming in, it just needs to dive
definitely
out the way. Lovely teamwork from both of them. That's going to slingshot Raven into the next corners.
Yeah, definitely will. And now it's coming up what I just said, getting that a little bit of slipstream off of that McLaren there. Going a slightly bit faster on the straight, as there's which was it? AlphaTauri parked up on the grass there. Yeah, Raven doing pretty well here, to be honest, going 3.5 tenths faster than his current time, and that might even put him on top 3 guys. Oh, goes a little bit wide there at Stowe, as Pisty retired from the race, who's currently splitting the ARL guys up front. Raven coming up to the line, going with a 23, and that's the first 23. Very, very nice last sector there for Raven, and yeah, very, very impressive indeed.
Very, very impressive indeed, definitely. As we're going to go on board with, who am I on? Kelvar. He's trying to pump in a good lap. He's knocking off a 3,000th of a second off his lap. Looking pretty competitive. The ERL guys, you said, are very fast, but I'm not sure about the slipstream situation for him. Don't think I've seen it. Late break, I see a bit of a lock up into the final couple of corners. Coming across the line, 23, it's 24, it's not an improvement this time, he will stay 5th.
ZX might be the last one coming up to the line right now, but that wasn't a very competitive time with a 39. So a very, very impressive drive from FCT Raven there, which I didn't expect to see, to be honest, going into the 23s, because like I said before, I've never seen those guys on track whatsoever, and being the only one dipping into the 23s, quite a good statement for them.
Very good and very good run. Definitely something to note about this is that teamwork, it does make the dream work, as we will definitely talk about this further later on. Stay tuned for qualifier number 2, which will be in roughly about 20 minutes time.